Good morning. It's Monday, second week of December 2024. We're going to look at NVDA, see what's going on with that. A lot of volatility over the past couple weeks. Disclaimer, I'm not giving advice financially or otherwise, trading advice or anything else. I'm just looking at historical data and describing what I see. And I use simple moving averages and I look at all time frames. So let's look at the 4-hour and the daily. This is NVIDIA over the past few weeks. It looks a little volatile, but what is happening on the weekly? Let's find out. We're going to look at this chart right here. This is the weekly over the past 2 years. Doesn't look as scary. You don't see the volatility in the longer time frames as you do in the shorter time frames. So let's zoom in. Let's look at 2024. And what I did is put a couple trend lines, and it shows discovery to the upside and discovery to the downside. And if we go here and zoom in more, we can see we're above the 20 simple moving average. The 20 is still in an up direction, and we had an all-time weekly high of 147.63. We took it down. We took it up above the 4. This week we are currently at 138.7. And what I did is a little Excel sheet showing, you bought at January 2019, you would be up 4,000%. And if you just bought last week, you're still up 3%, 6% since November 1st, and 17% since October. So there's no negative numbers here. Let's look at some charts with candles. Some people are familiar with candles. So I did this one chart with candles. I don't like to see volatility. It just makes you make bad decisions. And you can see here the weekly tried to take it down a couple times and then took it back up, and then we going sideways. And if we highlight the 4, we are plateauing on the 4 on the weekly. But if we go to the monthly, we are still pointing up. All right, and let's zoom in on the monthly, on the candles, and we are above the 4. So, but price hasn't changed much between opening and today. Still an inside candle. And let's look at the weekly, and we are a candle down. So we took it up and now we're down, but we're still inside the trading activity of the previous week. All right, I'm going to look at quarterly, yearly. Here you can see, zoom in on the quarter, and we are still at an all-time high for a quarter at 138.03 and an all-time high for the year. So do you see anything that is scaring you on this chart? So hopefully this clears things up. A couple of things to watch out for after the first of the year is the 2 SMA here on the yearly, the 4 on the quarterly. And if we take this out right here, you can see 120.60. That will take it month down. So you need to just pay attention to that kind of stuff, but I would not look at the daily charts. Hope that helps.